Hello and welcome to another interesting episode of the Reflection series where we listen to stories that recharge and rejuvenate us. And like always, we have a wonderful speaker today, Jatinder Kaur. Jatinder has been practicing and teaching Raj Yoga meditation for over 20 years. Currently, she is based in the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Centre at Hobart in Australia. And she teaches at the center and also facilitates various programs at outside locations as well. And the title of the story today that she would be sharing is Giving is Receiving. As she says, we live in a time of take, and take. We just keep taking. But the truth of the matter is that simply by giving, we will receive all that we need, because giving is receiving. So let's make today a day of giving, and tomorrow you will receive the fruit. A very interesting concept, how giving is not giving, but in a way receiving the fruit. So a very interesting title and a topic. So without any further ado, I would like to welcome Jatinder for sharing her story with us today. So hearty welcome, Sister Jatinder, and it's over to you for sharing your story.
Thank you, Lata. Thank you so much for inviting me into this session today. And lovely to connect with all of you virtually. And then a beautiful topic today is giving is receiving. And when I think about giving is receiving, the topic, and it's a spirit of giving, it's all about receiving. So for me, receiving is not separate from giving. That's a lesson for me. And ultimately, when we think about giving, same time we feel we are receiving also. And it's a kind of fullness, and we live peacefully then. And to start the session, I like to come up with a story which I heard long time back in my childhood. That there was a man who died. And when he reached up there, and the person who received him, he said, "You are an interesting character. And there are two doors, heaven and hell. You choose which one you like to go." And he thought, let me go first see how the hell look like. And sooner he entered the gate, a big table with lot of variety food and people sitting there. They all upset, peaceless, and everyone eating very badly. And they had a big cutlery. So of course they was not Indian, so they can use their fingers. So cutlery was hard to use to eat the food. And then he was very sad seeing that everything's happening. And then he said, I have enough. So he went to the gate of heaven. And same scene, big table, variety of food. But people are in very peaceful, loving, and nice atmosphere, nice vibrations. What was the difference there? The same big cutlery, but people was feeding each other. So that create the sense of belongingness, sense of love, sense of giving and receiving same time. This is just a story, but we can learn from these stories also. And what this giving and receiving does it creates that vibrations of love, that belongingness, and it gives the relationship a growth and joy. I remember back in India, before coming to Australia, that was 17 years back around. I was teacher back in India. And I was given the classes, 2 classes, who had the last chance to sit in the exam. There are 2 classes, which is called board classes, 8th standard and 10th. And that time was only 3 chances given if someone get failed. So third one after that, no get another chance. And I got both these classes with a couple of students who had the last chance. And I take it with the open heart without thinking, oh, what will happen tomorrow if they fail, or my name will be defamed, this and that. I say, okay, let's take opportunity. And I take the permission from the principal that I need 1 hour before the school start, and then 1 hour after school finish, and I wouldn't charge anything. And she said, okay. And then I spoke to the students. I say, would you come in these 2 classes? And they all agreed. And first thing what I did, I removed the stick from the classroom and my chair, because that time was still stick was getting used. Now I say everything has changed. And then I make the setup for the student that way. In the last desk, who are intelligent student. In the middle, I make student who are average. The weak student, I make them sit on the front. So that way, I change the setup, change the what was previously used sticks, and then saying them, you are not good enough, you are fail, you are weak. So I talk to them, make them confident, make them comfortable with me. And slowly, I make them the study a joy. That is not a, okay, exam, what's going to happen? That fear gets removed by talking to them. And even they go and do 1 answer right, I give them good or star. And that's how they build up that self-respect, self-esteem, that confidence back, that they can do it. And before they sit in the final exam, I prepare the exam for them 3-4 times, that when they sit in the final exam, they feel like they've done it many times. So it's not challenge for them or difficult for them. And I create different planning around them, taking the books at home, making it simplify so they don't feel any burden when they do study or difficulty. And that way, fully focus, fully love, fully trust in them. And that day came when they went for the exam. And of course, the board class, you don't sit in the same school, you have to go in different school and different question papers, 5 types of question papers. So that means they have to prepare everything from the syllabus, nothing left behind. And now exam done. And I was in the school checking the other students' papers, because other students who give the exam in the school, I was marking their papers. And my principal came and she stood behind me. And she said, Jatinder, you want to hear your students' result? And my heart go boom, boom, boom. It's like my result, because they did a lot of hard work onto that. And I had hope that they all pass with good marks. So their confidence remain like that always. And she said, your student pass with 80%, 85%, 90%, no one fail. And the tear of love and joy start falling on my cheeks. And that was really, really like a good feeling, joy. And after that, my visa came for Australia. So I had to come here. And when they get to know, they all came together, and all teenager, lovely faces still in front of my eyes. And they all came with the flowers. And then they said, teacher, you going? I say, yes, my next chapter of the life. I'm going for study also abroad. And then they say that, who gonna teach us like you? And how we gonna pass? I say, you will always be pass. You did the exam, I didn't do anything, I just taught you. And all the effort was yours. So that means you have that specialty, that talent, that learning skill. Keep it up. So you will never be failed, and you always will be go ahead. And seeing the sparkle in their eyes and then seeing them see off. So I still remember sometime they might be now doing somewhere good. My best wishes goes to them. So it wasn't like any sort of a proud, but a joy. Seeing them growing, seeing them going ahead. And then I thought that, yes, it's not like about the physical things that you receive, then you are happy or exchange. It could be anything. It could be the words of encouragement, or just sitting with someone in need, if someone need it, or just be joining to the person, or seeing other speciality and acknowledge them time to time. So that is also giving and receiving. Another story I was remembering about Nelson Mandela. He was president. And his specialty was that he can do anything, anytime. And his minister wouldn't know that. And one day he went for a big program. And he just took a suddenly another turn, which his carer didn't know that, who was with him. And he went right in the kitchen where all the chefs was cooking. And then he just went there to acknowledge them, value them, their presence, their efforts. And I was thinking, oh, such a beautiful inspiration to take it. Sometimes people work behind the scene and no one knows that how much effort has been put. But when we keep that eyes out and acknowledge time to time, what it shows our respect to them, our love to them, our care to them. And then automatically you draw the cooperation, you draw that trust. And then we don't have to labor in anything, either is a relationships or work or at home or in general community. So what's this receiving and giving is, I was other thing was saying that it's a beautiful word, bhavana. Bhavana means in English pure intention, pure exchange. When you give to someone or receive from someone, it should be from the heart, from pure intention, without seeking, okay, I'm giving what I will receive back, without expectation, without any counting. What does it do? It just brings that flow which takes you quite high up. And the picture of swing come in my mind. In the childhood, we used to swing on the swing. And when we swing, it's a joy, and then you just flow with the wind. But sometime in childhood, what we used to do it, we spin also. You know, when you spin the swing, it tangled. And when it's tangled, and then after that is untangled, it spin again, reverse, and you feel dizzy. Yeah. Sometimes we also do in our life. When we have expectations, that means we tangled. And when we have expectations that doesn't get fulfilled, we feel disheartened. And the flow and the flight, high flight we was taking, that get interrupted. And we lose that peaceful mind, happiness. But if we see that it's in our hand, if we wait, okay, someone should ask, someone should give, someone should acknowledge. Let me go and acknowledge. Let me the one who become the first. Here also I'm remembering one story. A lot of stories coming up, but it also is some taking the lessons from that, which I take lessons and it helps me. And as a story form, we remember also then. There was one teacher who has two students, and he asks one student, take this basket of roses, and whoever you meet happy, give him one rose flower. But you all both has to go in different direction in different towns. And come in the evening, let me know how many flowers you could give up to give to people. One student came very quickly. He said, wherever I went today, no one was happy, everyone busy and stressed. So I brought all the basket back. I couldn't give a single flower to anyone. And after some time, another student came. His basket was empty. Teacher asked, did you throw somewhere? He couldn't give any a single flower and you coming are empty. He said, teacher, you didn't ask me to throw, you asked me to give. So I went to the town where everyone was busy and stressed. No one was happy. But I took the flower. I give a smile first. And in return, people also give me smile. So I given them flower. So that's how I given all the flowers. And it's a teaching for me. Never wait someone acknowledge, someone love, or someone give the word of praise or anything. If someone is lacking, something is not there, you create that atmosphere. You become the one who gives. And in that giving, the smile you receive from other, it gives you joy. That is a receiving. So same thing, there are so many other experiences in life, day-to-day life. When I connect to people, I learn from them what they are doing and what I'm doing. How end of the day, we keep that nice flow of giving and receiving, because as a human family, we are all connected. We can't be all the time giver, or we can't be always a receiver. It's a cycle. Giving and receiving is a cycle. And no one is deprived from that. It's not only physical things. It could be very subtle things also. Even like anyone's birthday come or Christmas party come or something, we exchange the gifts. It's not about the gift, but it's a special moment has come where is an opportunity to acknowledge the person that you also exist in my life, or whatever the person has done, value that. I remember once I went to Germany, and the day of my birthday I was in the flight, and next day I arrived. And one of my very close friend, or I can say my spiritual sister, such a senior sister, and she already prepared a nice cake, nicely decorated, beautiful table also decorated. And she came on to the door to receive me, and then she take me straight to that dining where all was nicely decorated. And it wasn't only about the cake, it was I could feel the vibration of love, that belongingness, that care. And then the words she spoken, it filled my heart with joy. I felt in myself very special, very fortunate. So these sort of moments, when we go back, we can see that how much with little things, it doesn't need to be big things, expensive things. It just being you as you are and let it flow. And the ultimate saying is, nothing is mine, I receive, and is flowing through me. Then there is no ego, no disheartenment, no arrogance. Just being myself and let it flow.
So beautiful. I was just like lost into listening all the stories you just shared. Uh, I was as if like this little child, and all these stories coming in and just listening to it with awe and surprise and happiness. And I could see also while you were sharing the it seemed like you were going back in your memory track and reliving those moments of joy and happiness. And uh, it's like you not only received it then, but also that memory itself keeps giving you all the time, even now. So you're still receiving every time you think of that moment or that experience, you are still receiving so much happiness out of it. So I think it's such a beautiful experience, or so many experiences you just shared, of not to think about what I'm giving, but it's about so many things that we receive when we have that feeling of, doing something good for others, kindness. Yes. I usually ask a question or two, but today I was so lost in listening to the stories. I think we you have answered all our questions. So we are very content with the stories I felt today. And
Thank you.
I'm sure, as even in the introduction, like you've been meditating for so many years. So I'm sure your meditation practice has helped you with, developing this attitude of giving, and, seeing what others need before what I need.
Yeah. As a part of meditation, when we connect to the divine, because He's the source, all the love, peace, kindness, that joy, that care we receive from Him, and after connecting to Him, it's automatically flow. So it's not coming from me or from anyone. With that awareness, that bring the humility also. So in my meditation, I will invite you also to do little practice with me, joining
Yes,
with me. That so I
definitely.
always feel like that I'm just being, and He is the source who making it happen through me. Or sometimes we do it together. Sometimes I do for Him. So different aspects. So that way, again, is a awareness of that I am a child of divine, and this whole world is my family, human family. So we are all connected in the thread of love. So in the family, you don't give or receive, it just automatically that love flow for the family.
As you said, I think it would be wonderful if you can, lead our viewers into a meditation experience.
Sure.
Uh, so, yeah, thank you.
So I would like to invite all of you to join with me. And just sitting comfortably and aware around you everything, but still be with yourself. And let's connect with the whole our human family with a powerful thought. and giving the thought of I am a peaceful soul, spiritual being. And connect with Divine, who is the source of peace. And now connect with the whole human family, receiving from the Divine the peace and love, and is reaching out to all my brothers and sisters who are in any kind of sorrow, suffering, or stress. Everyone's heart is experiencing peace, comfort, now I take back my thought to the Divine, who is the ocean of happiness. The rays of happiness is coming to me, the soul, and is just spreading in the atmosphere. Everywhere is the fragrance of happiness, joy. See the whole world. All my brothers and sisters are in peaceful stage and in happy stage. Keep seeing with your inner eye. More I keep this thought, more the vibrations are reaching out far, far away. Each and every soul in the world, animals, birds, nature, everyone is receiving the vibrations of peace and happiness. The whole world is experiencing these vibrations. Giving is receiving. I open my heart in unlimited way. For each and every one.
Thank you so very much. The commentary was, should I say, as beautiful or even more beautiful than the story sharing. We really, really enjoyed it. And I'm sure our viewers will take an inspiration of how we can start receiving in each and everything we do. So every action is not doing for someone, or it's every action is getting something from it. So we will definitely keep that in mind and be more attentive in our thoughts, words, and actions going forward. So thank you for sharing that inspiration with us today.
And thank you for inviting. I enjoyed to connecting with all of you also. So that was also nice exchange of vibrations and love.
Thank you. I would also like to thank our viewers for joining in. And if you would like to know more about us, please do visit our website, www.brahmakumaris.org.au. You will find details of all the centers, all the programs put up on the website. So thank you once again, and we will join you again with another interesting episode and another inspirational topic. So thank you all, and keep giving so you keep receiving. Take care.